All right, on today's episode, we're going to be doing some event prep for Salt City Drift. So there's a few things that we need to address on the car. So right now, the seat bracket's pretty loose or broken. It actually ripped out of the floor down there and actually snapped the bracket. So we're gonna have to repair the bracket and then probably the floor mounts. So that'll be what we're gonna tackle for now, and then just other miscellaneous stuff. So there's some wiring up in the front that go by the exhaust down here, and on the other side it's getting a little charred. What else? We'll think about it as we work through it. I got a huge long list of things to do, so we go working on that. All right. Pretty easy to get this thing undone. We only have 3 seat bolts. Watch out, Ian. The seat's coming out, bud.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's broken. Oh. All right, you can see where the bolt pulled out of the chassis right here. You can even see that the spot weld's broken. So I'm just gonna clean this up and then put a couple of spot welds around there, and then probably create this same box out of some thicker metal and a threaded insert. So let's get working on that. What's up, Ian? What's up? All right, so we have a lot to get done in a short amount of time. Well, I always feel like it's a short amount of time, but so we have essentially 3 days to get quite a few different things done. So actually 2 days. So I got tonight and then 2 more days and to be ready. So we have to take the front tires off, or wheels off, take them tomorrow and go get those changed. There's a couple other things I need to do right here. Some bump stops for the diff. You've seen in the previous video I tried to fix it. Well, after this last event, the diff is still lifting, so we're going to try using these bump stops to keep that that diff from lifting. So diff lift, and then we have some heat shield stuff for the coolant lines that we put in for the rear mount radiator. There's a couple of spots where it goes by the exhaust, so I want to cover that up, and then some of the clamps to hold that line up. I kind of want to change that up a little bit, so we'll change that. And then there's some wires that are going by some hot areas near the exhaust. So we're gonna try to cover that up with some of this stuff. So I've never used this stuff before, but what I think you do is you cut the length that you need, and then you put it around whatever wires or cables or hoses that you want to protect, and then there's an adhesive lining right here that you basically stick back to itself, and then shouldn't come off, but we'll see how that works out. So and then obviously we were working on this earlier in the video, but the mount right there, I got that all welded in, and then I just gotta finish the bracket. So did it. It came out all right. It started to run on me a little bit, trying to weld that thin sheet metal. So we're gonna get working on this thing first, because it's probably the most important thing. So you can see right there where this C bracket broke. So we're just gonna weld a new tab on there and drill a new hole and call it good. So let's get working on that. Let's see if it fits, and it does this way. So, but it looks like we have to kind of massage it in right there. So we'll take the grinder to it and gotta feather her in. Alright, you gotta see we cut the little corner off right there. We'll see. Yep, it'll be much better fitment. So what we'll do is we'll start feathering it in with the flap disc and try to church it up, make it look a little bit nicer, and then we'll drill the hole. Alright, moment of truth. Bolt up here. Then bolt right there. Getting some threads now. Boom. Well, I'll take it back out, hit it with the wire wheel, and then paint this area on the bracket so it doesn't rust too bad. And then yeah, and then we can, in the meantime, I'll clean up the floor in here. It's pretty nasty from knocking all this sound deadening off. Alright, so yeah, pretty gross back here. Alright, well, this is something else I want to do, is I want to put this skateboard grip tape on the pedals, just to make the pedals a little bit grippier, because I don't have the plastic or the rubber pads on them. So we'll just cut this down and glue it on. think it came out pretty good. So, some nice grip tape on them. So, yeah, I don't think my feet will be slipping off these. So, all right, so I took the seat covers off and put them in the washer. Let them try to clean them up a little bit. Same with the passenger side. So, just working on a bunch of little stuff right now. Gonna actually start working on some of this cooling wrap stuff that I need to do, and then taking the front wheels off. So we'll get working on it. All right, so you can kind of see that these tires are pretty much done. They're worn out pretty much all on the inside, pretty bad. These ones are flat spotted. So we had a few close calls at the last event. So, but yeah, they're pretty much done. So we're gonna go get a new set. So let's go do that. So we're all loaded up. Gonna put some Ironmans on this set. Gonna put some Hatsus on that set, and then we're gonna get Federals put on 595 RSR Rs on these ones. So they're a good grippy front tire, and I like them, and they're relatively cheap. Let's go get that done. All right, all right. So we went and got our new fronts. Get some Federals, 595 RSRRs. Super dope. Use them all the time. Love them. So what we're going to do is I have this no scrub. It says it removes brake dust without scrubbing. Let's see. Let's put it to the test. Ciao. I doubt it's going to work. All right. So let's spray it on, and then I'll read the directions. Watch out. In the directions, it tells you to wipe away the remaining brake dust. It says no scrub. Well, I guess wiping doesn't count as scrubbing, but I don't believe it.
My turn.
Your turn?
Yeah.
You can't spray this stuff. It's not for babies.
What?
You're gonna wash it off though? Alright, spray it. Yeah, this stuff doesn't work.
Wait.
Come on, you can do it. Good job. Alright, now we're going to put it on, right? Put it on. Alright. Yep, get it on there good. Hey, get it on there good. Now go. Trigger. Oh, battery, huh? There we go. Alright, well, we gotta do the up one on the other side.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well.
Alright. Go ahead. Stop me. Okay. Good job. Alright, so done quite a few things. A lot of it just little things like wrapping some of this stuff up. This is already wrapped, but some other stuff. You can see right here,
I did that. Wrapped all those lines that are around this header on this side. Oh, what did we do on this side? Yeah, that's what it was. On this side we had a loose downpipe bolt or whatever. Or not a loose one, we were actually missing it. So I replaced that. What else did we do? We finally put all this back together right here in the trunk. All the hardware and stuff from the rear mount radiator that's in here. There was a fitting that was leaking, so I took that out and then put some Teflon tape on it, and then that was it. Try to get that leak to stop. I still got to do the bump stop for the diff lift, and then yeah, so we're getting there. We're just knocking out a bunch of little stuff all at once. So I'm gonna probably back this out into the driveway and then get it up in the air and start trying to wash it off and get it clean. So we kind of washed it up a little bit, sprayed off the underneath, got it kind of clean. So all right, there's like 2 important things left to do. Is track down that fuel leak and then the bump stop. Get the bump stop on there and see if that fixes the diff lift. I don't think it'll be that hard. I think I can pretty much do it without lowering the subframe. So I'm just going to drill a hole above the diff and put a bump stop there. So you'll see me do it, and it'll make more sense. I got the idea from Taylor Ray's YouTube channel. He's got an FC with a 5.3 just like mine, and that's what he did to fix his. So all right, we'll get working on that, get this thing moved back in the garage. Well, that's kind of the cool part about having a roll cage is, you know, if you have a GoPro mount for a roll cage, and you can pretty much put the camera wherever you need it. So that's pretty awesome. One of the things I did notice that I didn't notice before is my battery hold down wasn't holding shit down. So yeah, we'll probably fix that. Good thing we're in here. So pick what I think is the middle. Looks like I'm gonna have to shim it a little bit. I imagine that this is the diff and this is the what's sitting on top of it. It's actually sitting up like about that high above it, so when it lifts it's still gonna go up. I want to just make sure that there's like a little, like almost no room for the diff to lift, so we'll just try that. All right, well, I had to take a couple hour break and do some dad stuff, so now it's dark. So let me show you this little bump stop real quick. Crawl up under there. So you can see a little bump stop on top of the diff. So you can kind of see that there goes the lift. It's going to press up against that, and that should keep it in place. Probably test it out tomorrow when it's light out. I guess I can test it tonight. Supposed to go to the store, but I didn't. All right, well, after last night of putting that bump stop in, I did further investigation, and I don't think we're having diff lift at all. So the fix from a couple videos ago is still holding. So we put the bump stop in anyways. It's not gonna hurt anything. So if it does come loose, it'll be right there to help out. So we left it in. That pretty much wraps up this video. So if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I pretty much reply to every comment because I don't have a lot of followers right now. So if you have a question or you want to call me out on something or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just, you know, the interaction is the cool part. So you know, just tell me what you think. You know, if I'm messing things up, just let me know. Leave a comment and say, hey, I wouldn't do it that way or whatever. That's fine. Doesn't bother me none. There's a lot of different ways to skin a cat. So, and you know what? If there's a better way, I'm definitely willing to try. So, or if you just want to, you know, ask me a question on something, you know, I breeze through a lot of this stuff. Mainly because, you know, this is not a tutorial. This isn't a how-to. This is just what I do during the weekend. You know what I mean? So, also, I noticed that my videos are getting a lot longer. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, especially with like the content in this video. It was, you know, just a bunch of little stuff, and I don't even know if it's, you know, worth the time to edit. But, you know, this video is approaching, you know, 25 minutes. So, did you know, comment below and let me know if you liked them smaller, around 10 minutes, and then, or do you like longer videos, you know, so let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're watching this on Instagram, because I post all these videos to Instagram as well as YouTube. If you're watching it on Instagram, go over to YouTube, or if you made it this far and you watch it on Instagram, go over to YouTube and subscribe, because I post these videos a week earlier on YouTube, and then the next week I post them on Instagram, just to kind of offset them a little bit. And then you know, I'm trying to get more subscribers on YouTube. So if you like the content and you want to see more, you want to see it earlier, go over to YouTube and subscribe. In the next video, we'll be going to Utah, Salt City Drift, for an event over there. So it might be about a week. I have to miss a week of posting videos. So it's usually too much to try to go to an event, drive, and then come home and edit a video. It's too much, especially with being a dad and stuff. So, and this comes third, you know. It goes family, drifting, you know, and then YouTube and stuff. So, you know, this is just for fun. Please like, subscribe, comment, any of those things. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Peace.